I'm George. I'm a co-founder of solosuit.com, and today I'm going to show you how to respond to a debt collection lawsuit. Okay, so first, how do you know if you've actually been sued? Okay, when you get sued, you get two documents in the mail. One of them is a summons, and it looks like this. Okay, the second one is a complaint document, and it looks like this. Okay, together, the summons says, hey, you have to respond to this in 21 days or 30 days, depending on where you live, or else you automatically lose your case. Second, the complaint, it's the plaintiff saying, these are all the reasons why I'm suing you. Okay, so when you get these documents, that means you're being sued. And you only have to do one thing to respond to the lawsuit. All you have to do is create an answer document. Okay, if you don't do this one thing, if you don't respond to the lawsuit, you automatically lose your case. Okay, if you don't do this within 21 days, you automatically lose your case. That's bad. You don't want to do that. Okay, so next question, right? How do I respond to a debt collection lawsuit? So there's only 3 steps. First, you take the complaint and you respond to every paragraph in the complaint. Second, you figure out what kind of defenses you want to make in your lawsuit. Okay, this is called asserting affirmative defenses. And then third, once you've done this, once you've generated this answer document with the response to the complaint and any affirmative defenses, you take that document and you file it with the court, and you send a copy of it to the plaintiff attorney, to the debt collector. Okay? And that's it. So you just have to do those 3 things. You respond to every paragraph in the complaint, you assert your affirmative defenses, and then you send a copy to the court and to the plaintiff. Right? So if this is all sounding like complicated and crazy, there's good news, right? You don't have to do this yourself. That's why we created solosuit.com, right? So you can just go to our website. We just walk you through like a pretty simple process. It's kind of like TurboTax, right? You just answer a couple questions, and then we generate the answer for you for free, right? We generate the answer for you for free. And what was it? Yeah, it's free. Okay, so you just go there, generate the answer for you for free. Okay, solosuit.com, super easy. We do all the work for you. Okay, so now that said, we're going to go ahead and jump in a little bit more in depth into this whole process. Okay, so first, you might be wondering, why are they all why am I getting 2 different documents in the mail, and why are they so confusing, right? So the court has certain rules that lawsuits have to follow. One of those is that to initiate a lawsuit, there has to be both of those documents. One is the summons, the second one is the complaint. Usually debt collector attorneys, they make it as scary as possible to read one of those complaints, right? They put all kind of legal jargon into there. They put all these heretofore, herein's, wherewithals, all kinds of crazy legalese words in there, just to confuse you, right? They don't have to put those words in there. They're just doing that to intimidate you and make it really scary and try to get you to not do that one thing, right? They're trying to get you to not respond to the debt lawsuit, okay? And that's because it's actually the debt collector's business model to buy these debts at a low cost, take them, add their attorney's fees onto the debt, add interest onto the debt, and then sue you for the debt because they know that you're probably not going to respond because it's so difficult, and they're using all this legalese, and it's difficult to respond. Okay? That's why I'm making this video, to make it easier for you to respond. Okay? And so it really is actually kind of simple to respond once we break it down for you. Okay, so let's say you've been sued, you've received these documents. So again, that first step is to take the complaint and respond to every paragraph. Okay, so again, you'll see that the complaint, they usually have numbered paragraphs. Each paragraph is numbered. Each paragraph is saying a different thing, right? Usually the first paragraph will say, The defendant's name is John Smith. Okay, and then the second paragraph might say, John Smith owes me $300 for an unpaid gym membership. All right, so that's like the basic idea of a complaint. With each one of these paragraphs in the complaint, it's like a little game, right? You get to choose between 3 answers for each paragraph. First, you can admit the answer. You can just say, yeah, it's true. Sure. My name is John Smith. What am I going to say about it? Or 2, you can deny it. You're like, no, I'm not John Smith. I'm denying that ish. Okay. Or 3, you can say, I don't know. I don't have enough information to actually know whether or not I am John Smith. Okay. Most of the time, attorneys actually recommend that you just deny all of the complaints. So you really just try to be as difficult as possible and just deny all of them. So that's the process for responding to these paragraphs. Okay. So step 2, right? That is asserting your affirmative defenses. Assert is just like a fancy word for make. Right? So you're just making your defenses. Affirmative defenses aren't just any defense. It's not like you're just saying, oh man, I was like asleep, or like the dog ate my money, so I'm not paying the debt, right? You can't just make whatever defense you want. Usually there's a set list of affirmative defenses that you make, right? And so here's a list of some options, right? The one is like, the account that the debt is on is not my account, right? So I don't actually owe this debt. 2, the contract was already canceled. Therefore, I don't owe the debt collector anything, right? Or this one, the statute of limitations has expired. Debtors love that one. Statute of limitations is a debtor's best friend. As that says, like after a certain set of number of years, like 6 years, a creditor for a credit card company can't sue you anymore, right? Statute of limitations vary from state to state. So you got to check out the statute of limitations for your state. Or this one, right? The debt has been paid or excused, or the debt has been partially paid, right? So, I owed the debt, but I've already paid the debt, so this guy shouldn't be suing me for the debt anymore. Or this one, you are a co-signer, but you weren't informed of your rights as a co-signer. Okay, so this is just a list of just a few affirmative defenses that you can make. Right, so that's step 2, assert affirmative defenses. So step 3 is file the answer with the court and serve the plaintiff. Okay, so this might sound easy, but it's actually a lot of times we've seen that it's actually one of the hardest parts of this whole process. Right, so people come to our site, solosuit.com. We make it super easy to generate an answer document for free. People can generate a PDF answer document for free, and then they can mail it into the court themselves. What we've seen is that people actually come to our site, they generate this answer document, and then that's it. They don't do anything. They don't actually mail it. And why? I mean, honestly, it's like pretty obvious, because it's freaking difficult to mail anything at the post office, right? I hate the post office. Post office is like my worst nightmare, right? You have to go there, you stand in line, you have to like measure stuff, weigh things, you have to like figure out how many stamps to put on this envelope, you have to write out an address by hand. It's terrifying. It's the worst nightmare. I hate post offices. But in most states, you have to mail these answers physically in the mail. Snail mail. Can you believe that? You can't email it. Usually you can't e-file it. You have to send it in the mail. Okay? But also, first, you have to find a way to print the document. Yeah. Okay? I don't know about you guys, but I don't know many printers these days, all right? A lot of people don't own printers. It's costly. Like, you go there, you use it like once a year. All of a sudden, you have an inkjet. Inkjet's clogged. You're like, man, I wish I bought a laser printer, right? So then you have to go down to the store, spend like $60 on ink to print one document. Or you could go to like the library. But what if you don't have a library card? Oh, man, that's rough. All right, so maybe someone in your life hopefully has a printer. Maybe your brother, your dad, your father-in-law, your mother-in-law, mother-in-law's uncle, cousin, someone. Hopefully someone has a printer where you can print this answer document. Okay, so really, this third step, you got to print out 2 copies of the answer, 2 copies, right? And then you take them down to the post office. You send one to the court. You send the other to the plaintiff. Okay, so usually it's best practice to send these via certified mail. That way you get a receipt, you get like a notification when they have actually arrived at their address. That way the plaintiff can't say, "Oh, I never got the answer." Right? You have a receipt that says, "Oh yeah, actually you did get the answer." Okay. So that's step 3. Finally, once you've done these steps, right? There's a few different ways you can go through these steps. Okay. One, usually depending on the state, I'm kind of focusing this talk a little bit more on Utah because that's what I'm most familiar with. Utah, you can go to utahcourts.gov and you can find an answer template as a PDF or a Word document. You can download it. Most states have the similar thing, a PDF that you can download online. So you can go download this document and then you can fill it out online, or on your you can't really fill it out online. You have to download the PDF and then fill it out on your computer, or you could print it and fill it out by hand and then scan it and then print it again and then send it in, right? Or you can go to this link that we put in here, a directory of attorneys. You can hire an attorney to do this process for you. Honestly, just between me and you, most attorneys don't actually want to do this work because there's not a lot of money in it for them. So yeah, maybe you can find an attorney who will actually help you out with debt collection defense. Maybe you can't. I don't know. And then 3, I found my favorite option. You can use solosuit.com. It's actually free to use. You can generate an answer document for free. And then, again, you have to figure out a way to print and mail this document. Or you can actually even pay us to print and mail it for you and also have an attorney review the document for you. So definitely that third route is obviously my favorite route and what I recommend. So yeah, that's about it, folks. That is how you respond to a debt collection lawsuit. Okay, there you go. Use that information well. It's been a treat. It's been a joy. Take care.